Hey guys, this is Pearlmam. My motto is making amateurs out of noobs, and hopefully I can make an amateur Pershing player out of you. And today I'm in Murovanka in my Pershing in a tier 8 match, so I am top tier medium. And I had a pretty good game in this. I don't really do anything specific that is great, but if I had to choose some specifics, I do a really good job in realizing when to switch flanks. One flank had a really strong push, and I wasn't really doing anything, so I decided to switch flanks and help the weaker flank. And also another thing I do is I flank an enemy really well, and so we'll talk about that. So this is the new map. 9.3, it was just updated. As if you look on the mini map, you can see that the magic forest is no longer a magic forest. There's less trees and there's cover. There's hills and whatnot, and some houses over here for cover. They widened it, and also they widened this area as well. So there's a lot more flanking opportunities for mediums. But this is my first time in this map. This game was my first time in this map, so I decide to explore.
Let's go.
And the first thing I wanted to check out was the Magic Forest and see what they did. So I decided to go to the Magic Forest regardless of what anybody else does. And so I just do some exploring. I see the hills. There's a lot of cover. This used to be a good spot for TDs to hang out and snipe people in town and on the ridge if you look on the mini map. But it probably still is a pretty good spot for cover. But I'm just checking that out, see if I can spot something in town, and just exploring around here. And being careful, you know. This is my first time in the map, so I really don't know what I'm doing. Try to spot, nobody's there. And yeah, so I rightfully decide to pull back. It's probably not a good area for me to be. But anyway, I come out here anyway. So here you can see I have only a shot at this guy's gun, and I actually take the shot. Now, a little word about that is you'll never do damage if you shoot a gun, but you can damage the module. So I wasn't going to do anything there anyway, so I might as well see if I can damage his module. And you all know how annoying it is to have a damaged gun. Generally, I usually use a repair kit on damaged guns, so hopefully I damaged his gun. And it really surprises people too when you shoot them around a wall like that. But anyway, I decide that I'm really doing nothing here. There's plenty of guys over there, and there's only 3 guys over here. So I decide to switch flanks. And conveniently, this new map put a ridge here that I can kind of have cover as I move over. And so you got to be careful. Town is a really difficult spot, but you know it is a beneficial spot. You get flanking opportunities against these guys if you look on the mini map, like that. Although I missed, and you know, the flanking opportunities are great, and it's a great. Sometimes you get these rushers that come up here through the town, regardless of what side you're on, and then they can really spot and do a lot of damage. But anyway, so it's always good to have somebody in town. So I'm in town. I'm being careful because this ridge, if you look on the mini map right here, can have some TDs or heavies or somebody, and they have good shots on you. So you got to be careful. So I'm moving over in a place where I have cover. And so here's my flanking shot, and he starts aiming at me. So I back up, and I'm behind the house just in case there's any TDs right here, like I said. And so I just kind of hang back because, you know, and I notice this T-25 comes in here, and he does a pretty good thing. This area where he's going is actually a really good area because you have cover. Because you have cover from anybody, you have pretty much cover from everybody except the guys in front. If you look on the mini map, these guys have a good shot at you, but Nobody else, if you look on the mini map, can shoot you if you're in between these hills. And so of course we have good shots at these guys over here. I don't know why the E-25 doesn't move. He should. Looks like he's got a short reload usually, but he's taking his time in the reload. But anyway, so I don't really have a good shot at him, so I pull up here, higher ground. That gives me a good shot. Exposes my track though, but he sucks, so he doesn't do any damage. And we kill him. So right now we're losing, but we have some pretty good flank shots, and this Tiger 1 is pretty much dead. So I decide that instead of trying for that Tiger 1, we really have to... I anticipate them coming up the center and flanking us. So I'm just being careful. So I'm just going to try and spot a little bit, but then I realize nobody's there. Now, I'm still not spotted. You see how I back up? I'm not spotted. And generally, I come out here, I shoot him, and then I back up. Now, a lot of times there's TDs hiding back here in these woods, so I'm really exposed where I am. But since I wasn't spotted, I decided to risk it, surprise the enemy, and get a shot off. But then I got to get the hell out of here because somebody's probably over there. Now, nobody actually is there, but it's stupid for me to hang out right up there. So I get my one shot in, and I decide not to do that again because now the TDs, if there are any over there, expect me to pop out like that. So I just decide to do something different. I decide to come over here. That gives me a pretty good, and you'll see it's a really good position here. Now the Tiger is flanking, like I thought. I anticipated that flank, and they are. But the T-25 has some good frontal armor, so it'll be pretty good against him right there. And I have some pretty good shots on that Hellcat. It's a pretty good position here. Now, here's something I do pretty stupid. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm trying to kill that Tiger. I think I'm behind the house from this Hellcat, but I'm not. So I allow him to damage me. And this little Hellcat, man, I just cannot kill him. He has no armor, and I just can't get a shot on him. So the T-25 rightfully pushes. He has cover, except for any fictitious TDs around that in that area, but there isn't. And that RHM is too far. He looks like he's on that ridge, but he's actually behind. He's way at cap. So anyway, once again, this is my first time on this map since it was updated, so I'm exploring. I realized that there's a ridge there now, so I decide to flank. Right now, they're in pretty good position. That RHM will block any, if you look on the mini-map, the RHM will cover any advance from this area here. He's going to flank any of these guys, and so I decide to come around here. Now, you have to be careful in here because Artie's probably there, and possibly a TD, so I'm very careful. So I'll speed this up. Now, this is a flanking opportunity. So the good thing about a flanking opportunity is you need to flank with distance. If you want to sustain a flanking opportunity, you have to maintain your distance. And that being that you have cover and distance, so when they realize that you're flanking them, they have to expose themselves. They have to expose themselves to you and your teammates in order to kill you. So here I am, and I'll pause it. This is a great flanking opportunity. I have cover here, this little hill here, and they cannot get me very quick. In order to kill me, they have to come and get me. I'm not going to expose myself too much here. I am in a really advantageous spot that scares them, and they have to come out in the open to kill me. And this RHM, I think, he's like, yeah, we're screwed, so I have to go and get this guy. So he starts charging me. I'm hull down. So he misses because I'm hull down.
We didn't even scratch them.
He even hits me, but the Pershing has a pretty good turret armor. All the American tanks generally have good turret armor. So they bounce shots, and I got some good gun depression, so I can do damage. And
Penetration.
so he came there to kill me, but he couldn't do it because I was in a great flanking opportunity. Distance and cover is a great flanking opportunity. And so here I am. I'm in a pretty good spot, and in order for me to spot, I just stay here. In order for me to spot, I have to expose myself, which is not very smart. So my positioning is more important than going and spotting. So I decide to stay where I am. And I can do some damage from here. So here I see the J Panther is distracted, I think, at least. I think he's facing the Centurion here. So I decide to go and push up on him. And hopefully I can make it to the house in time. But I actually can't. And I hit the strut of the house, which sucks. So actually here I'm in trouble, actually, a little bit. But he's exposed himself to a lot of enemies, and so we can kill him pretty quick. And so I get some cap points, and I do some damage. So that was a pretty good game. To look at the replay, the scoreboard, I got the mastery first, whatever you call that. It's the first class, right? And I do a lot of damage. Here's the experience. I got the second most experience, 1059. I did 2269 damage. Looks like I did some good spotting damage. I blocked a lot of damage with my mantlet and whatnot. And I had a pretty good game, just staying alive and doing some advantageous, giving our team some good position and good pushing opportunity. Really good teamwork with that, the T-25AT. I think that's what you call it. I think that's what it is, that TD. And it looks like when I said I shot that gun, I didn't damage any module. I think I shot him, and I didn't damage any modules. But anyway, I did two things well. I switched flanks to the weaker flank and did pretty well over there. And also I did an actual flank pretty well by keeping my distance and allowing my positioning to really make things happen. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.